Alright guys, we'll be looking at Anthony Campo. He'll be power snatching 215 for a double, but we'll be mainly looking at his first lift because it will be the lift that is going to pertain the most to our topic today, okay? How to not jump forward. So we're gonna look at his lift at full speed and slow down and show you what happened and what causes him to jump forward to catch the bar. All right, so here we go. All right, so that's the first lift. So first, obviously, this guy is super strong, super powerful. So with that, with a little bit mistaken in technique, but he's still able to catch the bar and have the bar over his head in the power snatch. So that's powerful. So, but let's look at the technique real quick. First of all, we're gonna talk about his hips. So his hip setup, his shoulder setup, everything else looked pretty good in the setup. Um, you'll notice something. His hip rises up. You see that? His hip rises up a little early. And what that does is that it's left the shoulders kind of hanging dry. What I meant by that is that now the shoulders is not over the bar. It's directly on top of that bar. Um, it is only good in the setup, but when you start lifting the bars off the ground, you want the shoulder to stay over the bar as long as possible. All right. So now, as you see, drawing the line, shoulders right on top. Oops, that's a bad draw. Shoulders right on top of that bar. All right. So now what he needed to do was keep the hip down lower and rise the chest up a little more and sweep the bar in using his lats. So you see how straight that bar is coming up? Okay, so that bar needs to come into him a little bit more. All right. So the bar is coming up. Now he's starting to sweep that bar in a little. Notice how that bar didn't change, didn't come back much into his body. All right. So now what he's gonna do next is he's actually using his hip to chase after the bar. Look, where this bar start and where this bar end up right now and his hips chasing is not that big of a difference. It needs to be the difference needs to be a little more dramatic. So now he's gonna chase after the bar. All right. And what ended up happening is that the you notice that this spot right here, I'm gonna use green. This little spot right here, it is directly on the ball of his feet, and that is too early because his base of support is right in the midfoot to the heel, so the ball needs to be much further back, much further back. All right. So from here, the hip chase after the bar got on his toes way too early, right there. What he did well was making the hip contact. Okay, making the hip contact. Look at how his hip meeting the bar is extremely horizontal. So I'm gonna draw a line between the hip and the bar. You see it right there, how horizontal it is, and with the force applied horizontally from his hip to the bar, that's gonna send the bar forward. All right, you see that? Popping that bar way forward. If he finished the pull, now since the bar is forward, he's have to jump forward to catch that bar. All right. Caught it, however, then stood up because he's such a strong lifter. All right. So that was the reason. It started with the hips and the bar not being closed from the ground. All right. Again, slow. Hips first, bars out instead of being swept in. Now hip chase after the bar, meet that bar very horizontal, kick that bar forward, jump forward to catch that bar. All right. Not his best lift, but still very strong.